Hey there, party people. It is Soulful Sight, and we are here with the first reading of 2024. New year. And you know, like the phrase New Year, New Me, never been my thing, honestly. Because to me, it's the same me, it's just a different version. I'm trying to elevate, I'm trying to grow. So it's not new me necessarily, it's more slightly different me, working on different parts of me. But we are in 2024 now, say bye to 2023, and let's look at what some of us have in store. Let's look at what we're feeling for 2024. Of course, I'm going to do this by the signs, so we'll do it by our groups: air, fire, water, and earth. And if you want to check it, you go ahead and check the timestamp below, and that's going to be your particular time. If you have multiple placements, of course, feel free to check any of those other ones as well, because those may have little nuggets in there for you too, some little gems you might be needing. And if you want a personal reading, please send me a message or check out my website, which will also be listed below. I'd be happy to make an appointment and have a little bit more of a conversation with you if you're curious about some things, okay? Let's get started. My air signs. Oh, my air signs. Okay. So my air signs, I was feeling for you guys. I kept hearing get the bag, which my air signs do. Y'all be about that bag for sure. But I feel like this year it's not as much about the bag as it is about balancing, because, you know, a good portion of you guys stay with the hustle. You guys stay with the different ideas, stay with the job, stay with, I could do it like this. I'm gonna organize this, this, and this. And that's fantastic. But in that, some of your interpersonal relationships can suffer a little bit because you guys get hyper focused, right, on something or another. And so this year I'm feeling like some of those relationships are going to require your attention. They're going to be like, no, look, you're going to pay attention to me. You're going to listen to me. They're going to make it to where you have to learn the balance. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not going to take away from that drive. It's not going to take away from that focus. It's going to help you learn to share the focus a bit and kind of stretch how you're doing things. And you can do it in a productive, healthy way. Okay. I'm feeling like 2024 for you guys is really about growth. And whereas some of you are like, ooh, growth in the career, growth in the money. Honestly, that's not what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like your growth, period, your personal growth. Some of you may have some not so fun stuff coming up that you end up having to heal and grow through. Some of you just have growth that's coming up either way because you've been feeling like you don't want to feel like this anymore. And that takes looking at some things and figuring out the root of them so you can grow through them. So for 2024 for you guys, let the growth happen. Let the balance happen. Let those interpersonal things have some of your attention. Know that you've set things up in a way so that they can run without your uber control. Even though it's a better way, they can do that so that you can learn and focus on some other things. Okay. Because 2024, for you guys really does feel like it's on the way to healthier, even if you didn't think you weren't healthy to begin with. Because also a good portion of you have lived a certain way for so long that you're used to that feeling. So to not have some of these responsibilities and things is a foreign concept to you. So we're going to work on releasing some of those things that you don't absolutely have to do or that you set up to almost run themselves so that you can balance things and feel a little bit better. Okay. I hope you guys have a blessed year. We'll do another collective reading where we get into the nitty gritty with some of those things soon. But take this and I hope it helps. See you soon. Okay. My earth signs. Okay. So 2023, right, for you guys. 2023 was bumpy. I feel like for a lot of my earth signs who are typically my grounded folks, you guys know how to get yourself centered, was bumpy as heck. Y'all had turbulence all up and down. And I feel like a lot of it was like family turbulence, romantic relationship turbulence. So these were all the, the interpersonal relationships that had turbulence in them, that because you're usually so grounded and you have your head on your shoulders, so on and so forth, it was unexpected. The thing was, for a lot of you guys, it wasn't unexpected. These are things that have been lingering, that were waiting to boil over. And as you've come into 2024 and you're like, okay, this is a new year. I'm not going to deal with that stuff. I'm not going to blah, blah, blah. We're on to new things. Let the old go. The problem with that is if you resolve the old and let it go, good. If the old is still coming around because it doesn't have a resolution, because you haven't given it the proper attention, because you haven't acknowledged it, then letting it go is not what you're doing. What you're doing is you're sweeping it under the rug and pushing it to the side, which means it's going to come back up. It's going to come back around. And I know you have plans in 2024. You have things that you are trying to do. You have ways you are trying to excel. You're not going to be able to get through to those next levels of your ascension, to those next levels of healing and a newer part of your humanity if you are dragging that old stuff with you because you haven't dealt with it. And for some of my earth signs, it's like, wait, what? But I'm usually okay. But you haven't always been. Y'all got some drama. Some of these earth signs got some drama, and not that you were the start of the drama, not that you were even the focus of the drama, but unfortunately it's surrounding you with stuff that you have to deal with, right? Some of it is from really old trauma. Shadow work for you guys in 2024. It sucks. It's not easy. It is extremely helpful. It is working toward your healthiest self. Now, on the plus side, I definitely see some movement for you guys, if you'll allow it. I see some movement for you guys in career. I see some movement for you guys with like school. So I feel like for some of you, what you actually have coming is clarity. You have questions and you're getting clarification that you're moving in the right direction or that you're not moving in the right direction and you need to alter it. So what you guys have asked for in terms of the signs, you're asking for it in better ways now so that you actually get the signs as you understand them. So where I see the movement, I actually see movement toward understanding and movement toward clarity for the path that you're choosing and what you're actually trying to do. So congratulations, because that's the hard part. If you are planning moves in your career, planning different paths with school, get your clarification, be sure of yourself, attack it, go after it, go handle. Because I feel like for a lot of you, you do feel the most productive when you're sure of yourself, when you don't have as much self-doubt as you normally do. That self-doubt ain't gonna help nobody, especially you. Be proud of yourself. Go after that bag. Go after what you need to go after. Get that learning done. Get that degree finished. Get that certification under your belt. Elevate yourself. Let 2024 be your year of abundant learning. Let it be your year of abundant growth so that you are bringing in everything that you want to bring in and it's just amplified and multiplying, okay? I hope you guys have a fantastic year. I will see you soon. Group number 3. Group number 3. My water signs. My water signs, my Pisces, my Scorpio, etc. Y'all went through 2023 and decided that 2023 was going to be your growth time. Y'all said, I don't want to feel like this anymore. I felt like this for however long. It freaking sucks. Depression is not the business. Anxiety hurts. I'm not doing this anymore. So you guys made a conscious decision that in 2023, you were going to heal. You were going to not focus on dumb shit. You were going to get your therapy in whichever way that you chose, in personal ways and professional ways. And what I want to say is that I am so very proud of you because you know what? That's the hardest thing to do. It is terrifying to be strong enough to say, I don't want to live a way that I am so used to living, that I am uncomfortably comfortable living in. I want to be 100% better. I want to feel completely positively different, right? And you guys decided that 2023, that's what it was going to be. So I feel like a lot of you let a lot of stuff go. Stuff that you didn't even realize you were holding on to. Stuff that you didn't realize was connected to other stuff, to other traumas that you've been holding on to forever and ever and ever. You guys really, and it was a conscious decision. It wasn't by accident that you started the healing. You knew you were done with those shenanigans. You knew that you needed to grow. You guys were feeling like this and needed to come out of that. So congratulations. Mazel tov. That's fantastic. 2024 is you guys seeing. So 23 was the healing, 24 is the seeing. Seeing those positive changes now coming into effect. Seeing those doors open. Feeling different. Feeling the differences in your personal relationships that you put work into, feeling how you feel different in different relationships, in different spaces because of the work that you've done on yourself. Really seeing different things now that you're not going to tolerate. really seeing different ways you need to go, getting clarity on your path because you can see clearly now. 2024 for you guys is abundant in that there's an abundance of clarity. There's an abundance of literal light and freeing self-love. You are proud of yourself. And now a good portion of you have come to the point that what I dealt with then, I for damn sure won't do now. And no shade to my former self. I was in a place at that time that I had to learn that. But the place I'm in now says, no, that's not for me. That's not for me. And that's okay. But this over there, that is for me. So I'm going to go ahead and go toward that. Your 2024 looks fantastic. Absolutely looks fantastic. I see quite a few of you with growth in career, with new jobs, again, because you are wanting to attain higher, you're wanting to attain more, whether it's financially, whether it's in terms of position or just learning and educationally different. I see quite a few of you really starting to stretch that comfort zone. And a lot of my water signs, you guys are go with the flow. But man, some of you guys are the most resistant to change, which is so funny because, water affects everything. The flow affects everything. And some of y'all go like this and it just won't move. You're most resistant to change. But I feel like you guys are actually really okay with it. And you're okay with the fact that you're going to be uncomfortable with it, but you're ready to deal with that so that you can reap those rewards later. So 2024 to me feels for you guys like romantic relationships are blossoming. Again, having put in the work, having determined if the partner that you're with or not is going to put in that same work, or if you need to remove yourself and go elsewhere. And, say this wasn't the relationship for me, but coming to that clarity and moving into a new path that is, more in the direction of where you're growing, but being confident and being okay with those things. I feel like some of this is family mending. For some of you, for sure, this is new path starting. You guys have, because, don't get me wrong, but my water signs be in their bag too. Absolutely. So for some of you, you have made definite decisions on entrepreneurship and they have no choice but to be successful, period. We're not going to claim nothing else. 2024 for you guys feels abundant in growth. And it feels good. There's some financial abundance coming. There's quite a few of you that are waiting for checks. So I don't know if it's like a settlement check or, a car accident or something, but you guys are waiting on lump sum of money. I'm not talking about taxes. Let's clear that up. Other kind of money you guys are waiting on. Be smart with it. Make sure you do something for yourself. But those of you that have decided that entrepreneurship is where your talents best lie, let some of that money build for you. You will be so glad that you did. Find a professional. I can't stress this enough. Find someone that knows how to set up EINs properly, that knows the difference between an LLC and a sole prop. All along those lines, find someone that knows and understands this. If you don't know someone, I know several. Send me a message. I would be happy to send you referrals. Because you want someone that's their thing that they do and they know it up, down, left, right to get you properly set up. 2024 for you guys feels really, really good. And I'm really happy for you guys. Okay. Peace, love, and hair grease, my water signs. You guys are going to be great. Last but not least, my fire signs. Hey, how y'all doing? Fire sign here. Okay. So my fire signs, the first thing I heard was, let's go. There is such an excited, passionate energy. And don't get me wrong, we have that passionate energy either way. That's in the DNA. But I feel like you guys really this year, you started things in 2023. First half of 2023, it was having to let some stuff go. It was having to understand things, and there was trauma that we were working through, and there were things that we needed to accept or not accept. We went through a lot of personal growth as well in 2023. And we started laying foundations for things, right, for the future. So 2024 is like full force. I'm in it. Let's go. No stopping, no patience. I'm after it. The only thing I would say is that you need to also avoid the burnout. Okay. Because, we can get so excited and so passionate about something that we're working on that we put 150% into it and burn out because we're still doing everything else as well. So just because you kick yourself back a little bit, just because you throw some patience in there, you throw some temperance in there, right? And you make a schedule of how you do things so that you can balance everything else that you're doing as well, doesn't mean you're not full out, doesn't mean you're not all the way in, doesn't mean you're ignoring and you're procrastinating. It means that you're setting yourself up for success instead of failure. Because, man, we are also good to burn out. We really are. Because we get so excited and we throw everything we have. You know, my fire signs were passionate people. We are love personified in that we burn that brightly. We wear it on our sleeve. And again, with that, we can put so much into it that we don't have enough left for everything else. We get super tunnel visioned. So I would suggest for you guys making sure that you start out with the balance, right? Because what we don't want to do is get all the way into something and then burn out and don't have enough left over for it. And then we have a half a project. That is a really good project that is necessary for the growth of humanity. And we're too tired to finish it. No, 2024 for you guys is definite movement. Fire signs have some amazing, amazing things come up. Dreams and aspirations that you've had for a decade are starting to come to fruition in 2024. Some of you have started businesses. Keep on. Nose to the grindstone. Get handle. Your businesses are already blessed. They were ideas that were given to you because they needed to be here. So your businesses will be flourishing. The ones of you that are about this close to a graduation or a certificate of completion with something, congratulations. Nose to the grindstone, get your finals done, get all that stuff done. Celebrate your accomplishment. Don't let that accomplishment just be, because you know my fire signs too, we do love to be praised. Allow it. Don't let that accomplishment go by the wayside because you have to immediately go into the workforce. You have to immediately apply it to whatever. Celebrate what you did. Celebrate the time, the effort, and the completion of that project, okay? And then throw yourself into it. For some of my fire signs, romantically, it is like an amazing time for you. You're more in love than you ever have been, and you're really feeling the shifts in those relationships. For my single fire signs, you're creating the shifts. Your energy is magnetic. Everywhere you go, you turn ahead, whether it's good or bad, you turn ahead. Allow yourself to have some fun. Take some of the pressure off of, okay, I need to have someone by Valentine's Day, and just allow yourself to experience different people and be experienced and share the energy before you decide if someone is supposed to be here for the long haul. I'm not saying be out there all willy-nilly throwing your drawers all over the place. I'm saying don't put all the pressure on it or on yourself straight out the gate to have something or someone done within a certain amount of time. Be like the water signs, hard as it is. Just flow. Just allow yourself. I see quite a bit of interpersonal relationships starting and progressing this year. So definitely starting. Y'all got some soulmates coming through, been looking for you for a while. But also definitely progressing, needing to move into different spaces. And that's because of the growth that you did last year. That's because of the growth your person did last year, that you guys are able to see that as a fantastic reward now and let it propel you forward together. So you guys have a fantastic year. Those money problems by March are different. And I don't get to say that very often, so that's awesome. That's fantastic. I'm super happy for you guys. I can't wait to see how the year shapes up. Please, in the comments, leave me a comment. Let me know what resonated with you. And I hope you have a fantastic 2024. See you guys later. Bye.